Found a crisp $20 bill on the sidewalk while walking my golden retriever today. But that minor financial stroke of fortune pale in comparison to how you brighten my day. People spend millions buying lottery tickets, hoping the numerical symbols will align, blind to the fact that the ultimate jackpot is currently resting its hand in mine. I've survived bicycle accidents and avoided catastrophic blunders by a mere fraction of an inch. Blessed with a guardian angel who pulls me out of trouble whenever I'm in a tight pinch. But the greatest manifestation of divine intervention occurred on the afternoon we met. An extraordinary stroke of serendipity that I will never undervalue or forget. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment, a positive variable that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line. Oh wait, no need for lucky charms, rabbits' feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. We can eat a cheap meal at a greasy diner and treat it like a 5-star culinary feast, finding reasons to celebrate even when the external circumstances promise the least. My astrological forecast says the planets are aligned in my financial favor this week. But your infectious laughter is the only type of abundance that I actively seek. Let's toast our good fortune with plastic cups filled with tap water and lemon juice lime, savoring the absolute perfection of our current position in space and historical time. We are immune to the economic recessions and the volatile fluctuations of the stock trend, possessing a private reservoir of emotional wealth that will never terminate or end. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment, a positive variable that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line. Oh wait, no need for lucky charms, rabbits' feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. The odds of our specific convergence were mathematically 1 in a trillion or more, a miraculous statistical anomaly that we cannot scientifically explain or ignore. We beat the house, broke the bank, and successfully bypassed the traditional rules, leaving the cynical gamblers standing outside looking like absolute fools. Roll the dice, hit the winning combination tonight. Everything we touch turns to absolute gold and bright. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line. Oh wait, no need for lucky charms, rabbits' feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. Jackpot hit, we won the ultimate grand prize. I see my fortunate future reflected clearly in your eyes. Lucky one, that's my official title from now on, celebrating our good fortune long after the night is Found a crisp $20 bill on the sidewalk while walking my golden retriever today. But that minor financial stroke of fortune paled in comparison to how you brighten my day. People spend millions buying lottery tickets, hoping the numerical symbols will align, blind to the fact that the ultimate jackpot is currently resting its hand in mine. I've survived bicycle accidents and avoided catastrophic blunders by a mere fraction of an inch. Blessed with a guardian angel who pulls me out of trouble whenever I'm in a tight pinch. But the greatest manifestation of divine intervention occurred on the afternoon we met. An extraordinary stroke of serendipity that I will never undervalue or forget. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment of positive variables that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line or wait. No need for lucky charms, rabbit's feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. We can eat a cheap meal at a greasy diner and treat it like a five-star culinary feast, finding reasons to celebrate even when the external circumstances promise the least. My astrological forecast says the planets are aligned in my financial favor this week, but your infectious laughter is the only type of abundance that I actively seek. Let's toast our good fortune with plastic cups filled with tap water and lemon juice lime, savoring the absolute perfection of our current position in space and historical time. We are immune to the economic recessions and the volatile fluctuations of the stock trend, possessing a private reservoir of emotional wealth that will never terminate or end. Four-leaf clovers hiding in the patches of ordinary green grass along the highway side. A cosmic alignment of positive variables that we can ride with absolute pride. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line or wait. No need for lucky charms, rabbit's feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. The odds of our specific convergence were mathematically 1 in a trillion or more. A miraculous statistical anomaly that we cannot scientifically explain or ignore. We beat the house, broke the bank, and successfully bypassed the traditional rules, leaving the cynical gamblers standing outside looking like absolute fools. Roll the dice, hit the winning combination tonight. Everything we touch turns to absolute gold and bright. I am undeniably the lucky one in this crowded theater of human existence and fate, walking through the VIP entrance of happiness without having to stand in line or wait. No need for lucky charms, rabbit's feet, or superstitious rituals to keep me secure. When your unconditional affection is the one variable that remains absolutely sure. Jackpot hit, we won the ultimate grand prize. I see my fortunate future reflected clearly in your eyes. Lucky one, that's my official title. From now on, celebrating our good fortune long after the night is gone. Heavy condensation clings to the emerald leaves after a fierce thunderstorm recedes. The damp earth is soaking up the nourishment that every living organism needs. I've been tracking the movement of dark cumulus formations across the valley wide, searching for a psychological breakthrough that I could treasure deep inside. Sometimes your perspective gets completely distorted by a temporary streak of bad luck, like a heavy cargo vehicle getting deeply immobilized and permanently stuck. But if you shift your gaze upward toward the edge of that dark monolithic cloud, you'll witness a brilliant luminous border that makes your spirit feel proud. A dazzling fracture of pure illumination piercing through the dense charcoal dome, guiding our weary stumbling footsteps back to the safety of our humble home. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. We count our blessings on our fingers instead of calculating our accumulated debts, refusing to populate our valuable minds with toxic grievances and useless regrets. The simplest things like a hot cup of herbal tea or a friendly neighbor's smile are the genuine riches that make this challenging human existence truly worthwhile. Let's construct a sturdy telescope out of gratitude and unshakable resilience to observe the macrocosm in all its spectacular, uncompromised brilliance. We are resilient survivors of the tempest, not helpless victims of the freezing rain, discovering a profound spiritual purpose behind every instance of emotional pain. A dazzling fracture of pure illumination piercing through the dense charcoal dome, guiding our weary stumbling footsteps back to the safety of our humble home. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. Remains true and navigated through the murky gray areas until we locate the pristine sky of blue. Every obstacle is merely an invitation to strengthen our creative adaptability, unlocking the hidden storehouse of our infinite human capability. See the edge where the luminescence glows? That's the direction where the optimistic wind blows. Look at that magnificent silver lining stretched across the horizon, so grand, proof that the universe possesses a masterpiece we don't fully understand. No matter how severe the temporary difficulty or how long the shadow may seem, there is always an undeniable ray of optimism supporting our collective dream. Keep your chin up, look toward the beautiful border. The cosmos is restoring a sense of divine harmony and order. The silver lining shimmering bright and clear, dispelling every single element of unnecessary fear. Shadows elongate across the hardwood floor, while the embers of the fireplace softly glow. The clock on the mantelpiece ticks away, but we have no urgent destination left to go. Your fingers entwine with mine so naturally as the outside world fades into a quiet blur. Every heavy thought that weighed my mind down suddenly dissolves when I look at her. We don't need a grand orchestra or a crowded ballroom to find our perfect rhythm tonight. Just the ambient hum of the refrigerator and the dim amber glow of the porch light. Forget about the chaotic schedules and the endless demands of the upcoming stressful week. Right here in this small sanctuary is the exact peace of mind we always used to seek. The record spins a timeless melody from a forgotten era gone by. We breathe and sink under the canopy of the midnight sky. Let's take a slow dance through the kitchen while the coffee gets cold, holding on to this fleeting moment before we grow ancient and old. No footsteps to rush, no promises we ever need to fiercely defend. Just swaying gently together in a loop that never has to end. I can feel the subtle vibration of your laughter vibrating against my chest, so warm. A beautiful shelter from life's unpredictable weather and the raging chaotic storm. We've traded our wild ambitions for the absolute comfort of a simple, steady pace. Finding the deepest meaning of existence within the boundaries of this tiny space. You're caught against smells like lavender and autumn leaves from that afternoon stroll we took. This beautiful chapter feels far more captivating than any story written in a book. We don't say much because the silence speaks volumes between our connected souls, mending all the broken fragments of our past and making our fragile spirits whole. The record spins a timeless melody from a forgotten era gone by. We breathe and sink under the canopy of the midnight sky. Let's take a slow dance through the kitchen while the coffee gets cold, holding on to this fleeting moment before we grow ancient and old. No footsteps to rush, no promises we ever need to fiercely defend. Just swaying gently together in a loop that never has to end. Precious youth away each passing day, but as long as my hand is in yours, we will surely find a way to make it stay. We twist and we turn on this worn out road like stars, navigating the dark cosmic sea, perfectly content with who we are and exactly who we are destined to be. Just sway with me now, feel the floorboards creak under our weight. No deadlines to meet, we've successfully locked the front gate. Let's take a slow dance through the kitchen while the coffee gets cold, holding on to this fleeting moment before we grow ancient and old. No footsteps to rush, no promises we ever need to fiercely defend. Just swaying gently together in a loop that never has to end. Just a little bit longer in your arms, let the world spin outside. We are safe from harm, smoke stands lazily in the singular beam of sunlight cutting through the heavy drapes. The world outside is a frantic gallery of pixelated screens and strange disdains. But behind this heavy oak door, the chaotic noise completely ceases to exist anymore, leaving only the comforting sound of asynchronous breathing on the carpeted floor. We spent so many years chasing after applause and validation from people we barely knew, running on a hamster wheel of expectations until our exhausted faces turned pale and blue. How liberating it feels to finally step off that frantic, unrewarding competitive track, to close our eyes tightly, exhale the built-up tension and never desire to look back. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Your head is resting gently on my shoulder, your pulse a steady anchor for my soul. In a world that constantly tries to tear us apart, this stillness makes me feel whole. We don't need to constantly entertain each other with witty remarks or clever conversation. The sheer density of our mutual understanding requires no further verbal explanation. Look at the bare walls surrounding us, they contain no expensive artwork or golden frames, yet they hold the sacred echoes of our deepest truths and our most private, intimate names. We've constructed a fortress out of simple silence and mutual respect so profound, where the malicious gossip of the external world can never find a way to resonate or sound. We stripped away the unnecessary decorations and the superficial vanity of the crowd, finding that the softest whisper can be infinitely more profound than anything loud. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. Let the politicians argue and the stock market fluctuate wildly on the television screen. We have successfully discovered a hidden paradise that remains completely unforeseen, a sanctuary where time loses its tyrannical power over our daily human lives, and the authentic essence of our spiritual connection miraculously survives. Just breathe, inhale the absolute peace. Let all the internal friction finally cease. Safe inside this quiet room where the frantic gears of society completely grind to a halt, we are stripping away the heavy armor, realizing that our vulnerability is not a fault. No notifications to answer, no superficial expectations we are obligated to fulfill. Just two grateful hearts learning the forgotten art of standing absolutely still. In this find our truth, far away from the restless clamor of our youth. Just a quiet room where love can grow, that's all we ever really need to know. packed a single duffel bag with a couple of t-shirts and a worn-out map, ready to disconnect from the digital grid and escape the modern psychological trap. We turned off the GPS navigation and decided to follow our instincts instead, chasing the horizon line where the asphalt meets the setting sun of deep crimson red. The highway stretching ahead is an unwritten manuscript waiting for our tires to explore, leading us away from the monotonous routine of the office and the grocery store. With your bare feet resting comfortably on the dashboard as the radio plays an old song, we finally feel like we belong to the open road where we wanted to be all along. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations we are absolutely obligated to keep. Just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. We pulled over at a roadside fruit stand to buy a basket of organic strawberries, sweet, savoring the simple flavor of freedom while the gravel crunches beneath our feet. There is no lingering pressure to accomplish anything monumental on this trip, just a steady appreciation for the fresh coconut water that we casually sip. Look at the coastal mountains rising majestically from the edge of the turquoise sea, a geographic masterpiece that reminds us of how vast and wonderful the world can be. We spent too long confined within the geometric boundaries of a cubicle wall, forgetting that the wilderness has been issuing an urgent, beautiful call. A sudden departure from the ordinary constraints of our heavily structured life, trading the daily anxieties for a coastal breeze that cuts through the mental strife. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations we are absolutely obligated to keep. Just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. Of freedom on the sandy beaches of this coast, realizing that the simplest moments of exploration are what we appreciate most. The salt water washes away the accumulated fatigue of the past working year, leaving our vision incredibly sharp, unblemished and beautifully clear. Drive on, let the wind blow through your hair. We are officially completely free from every care. This is our magnificent sweet escape into a paradise where time has zero control, a therapeutic geographic relocation, oh, that thoroughly satisfies the human soul. No itineraries to follow, no reservations we are absolutely obligated to keep. Just driving toward the ocean, where the water is incredibly pristine and deep. Just escape further into the beautiful wild, reclaiming the wonder we possessed when we were a child. Sweet escape where the air is fresh and clean, the finest getaway that our eyes have ever seen. Lantern light flickers against the ancient brick wall as the evening clock strikes 9. I am tracing the faint contours of a silhouette that looks remarkably like mine. We spend the vast majority of our lives pursuing phantoms that we cannot physically grasp, reaching out for illusions only to find cold, empty air within our desperate clasp. I've run marathons through the labyrinth of my own complicated, over-analytical brain, trying to capture a fleeting feeling before it escapes down the proverbial drain. But the faster I sprint toward the target, the further away it seems to recede, making me question whether this frantic chase is something I actually need. An elusive outline dancing gracefully on the boundary of the visible spectrum wide, an enigmatic partner that continuously forces us to search for what lies inside. We are tired of chasing shadows through the foggy corridors of the midnight hour, realizing that these phantoms have absolutely no legitimate sovereignty or power. We are turning around to face the primary source of the radiant blinding light, stepping out of the darkness and into a reality that is beautifully bright. Remember when we used to believe that corporate success would guarantee inner peace, expecting that the internal existential friction would suddenly diminish and cease? What a foolish concept to think that a title or a bigger bank account could ever suffice to satisfy a human soul that requires a completely different kind of advice. We've abandoned the exhausting pursuit of mirages in the dry, unforgiving desert sand, choosing instead to cultivate the fertile soil of the immediate place where we stand, no longer measuring our personal worth by the external accolades that we accumulate. We are content to let our authentic character dictate our ultimate earthly fate. An elusive outline dancing gracefully on the boundary of the visible spectrum wide, an enigmatic partner that continuously forces us to search for what lies inside. We are tired of chasing shadows through the foggy corridors of the midnight hour, realizing that these phantoms have absolutely no legitimate sovereignty or power. We are turning around to face the primary source of the radiant blinding light, stepping out of the darkness and into a reality that is beautifully bright. A projection of a memory that has already expired, and the future is an unwritten script that shouldn't make us feel anxious or tired. Right here in the absolute center of the present moment is where we truly reside, with nothing left to pursue and absolutely nothing left we need to hide. Stop running, let the illusions fade away, greet the reality of a brand new day. We are tired of chasing shadows through the foggy corridors of the midnight hour, realizing that these phantoms have absolutely no legitimate sovereignty or power. We are turning around I am systematically dismantling the thick layers of scar tissue from my emotional chest, admitting that my previous defensive isolation was merely a cowardly coping test. I spent decades hiding inside a bunker of cynicism, refusing to let anyone get close, treating vulnerable communication as if it were a dangerous, lethal overdose. But your gentle honesty acted like a surgical scalpel, cutting through my heavy pride, forcing me to acknowledge the suppressed insecurities that I desperately tried to hide. It takes an extraordinary amount of bravery to stand unprotected in front of another soul, allowing your fractures to be visible instead of pretending to be completely whole. An iron gate swinging open after centuries of being locked tightly against the crowd, an authentic declaration of tenderness spoken softly rather than screaming it loud. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable, exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take, to feel the warmth of your love again. There is a distinct liberation that occurs when you finally stop playing defense, abandoning the exhausting calculations and the hyper-vigilant psychological fence. I can't admit my errors without feeling like my entire identity is going to dissolve, finding a newfound emotional maturity within this courageous internal resolve. We sit across from each other, trading our deepest anxieties and unvarnished truths, mending the generational traumas and the lingering psychological wounds of our youths. Your acceptance is a sanctified cathedral where my flaws are never judged or condemned, a beautiful garden where our separate individual paths have successfully stemmed. An iron gate swinging open after centuries of being locked tightly against the crowd, an authentic declaration of tenderness spoken softly rather than screaming it loud. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable, exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take, to feel the warmth of your love again. Walls are designed to keep the danger out, but they also prevent the light from coming in, leaving you starving in the dark underneath the heavy self-imposed armor of tin. We are choosing to tear down the walls and construct beautiful bridges instead, walking away from the isolation where our fragile spirits previously bled. No armor left, completely naked to the bone. We aren't afraid of being authentically known. I am navigating the world with an open heart, completely vulnerable, exposed. The heavy wooden shutters have been thrown wide. The ancient chapter is officially closed. No guarantee against future heartbreak, no absolute shield to prevent the pain, but it's a risk I'm entirely willing to take, to feel the warmth of your love again. Open wide, let the emotional river freely flow. This is the only authentic way for a human soul to grow. Open heart, vulnerable, beautiful and true, securely anchored in my deep devotion to you. I am packing up the heavy remnants of a difficult year into a sealed cardboard box, tearing down the defensive mental barricades and unlocking the rusted padlocks. The rearview mirror shows a long highway of challenges that we successfully endured, but my eyes are fixed firmly on the windshield where our destiny is fully assured. There's a fresh wind blowing from the western horizon, whispering tales of hope, giving our weary minds the necessary motivation and perspective to successfully cope. We survived the emotional winter and outlasted the freezing unforgiving frost, ready to reclaim the enthusiastic sense of adventure that we temporarily lost. A brand new calendar waiting to be populated with our boldest plans and dreams. As the morning sun fractures the remaining darkness with its radiant beams, we are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping onto a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Let's map out a brand new trajectory across the uncharted territories of our life, leaving behind the old grudges, the toxic arguments, and the unnecessary strife. We possess a pocket full of valuable lessons and a heart full of unshakable faith, chasing after the beautiful possibilities instead of running from a historical raid. I can hear the music of opportunity playing softly in the distance ahead, a lively rhythm that inspires us to dance instead of harboring a sense of dread. We don't need a guarantee of absolute perfection to proceed with our journey bold, just an unyielding spirit of curiosity that refuses to become stagnant or old. A brand new calendar waiting to be populated with our boldest plans and dreams. As the morning sun fractures the remaining darkness with its radiant beams, we are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping onto a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Beautifully grow. Terrifying monster waiting to sabotage our happiness and peace. It is a magnificent sanctuary where our creative potential can find absolute release. We welcome the mysteries, the surprises, and the unexpected twists of the road, ready to shoulder our responsibilities and carry our collective emotional load. Step forward, leave the heavy anchors behind, create the future with an open, optimistic mind. We are waving goodbye to the past and shouting hello tomorrow with open arms, unafraid of the potential challenges ahead, immune to the cynical alarms. A fresh page is turning, an unwritten book is waiting for our creative ink to flow. We are stepping onto a vibrant path, ready to learn, evolve, and beautifully grow. Hello tomorrow, we are ready for whatever you bring, a brand new season where Shadows elongate across the hardwood floor, while the embers of the fireplace softly glow. The clock on the mantelpiece ticks away, but we have no urgent destination left to go. Your fingers entwine with mine so naturally as the outside world fades into a quiet blur. Every heavy thought that weighed my mind down suddenly dissolves when I look at her. We don't need a grand orchestra or a crowded ballroom to find our perfect rhythm tonight. Just the ambient hum of the refrigerator and the dim amber glow of the porch light. Forget about the chaotic schedules and the endless demands of the upcoming stressful week. Right here in this small sanctuary is the exact peace of mind we always used to seek. The record spins a timeless melody from a forgotten era gone by. We breathe in sync under the canopy of the midnight sky. Let's take a slow dance through the kitchen while the coffee gets cold, holding on to this fleeting moment before we grow ancient and old. No footsteps to rush, no promises we ever need to fiercely defend. Just swaying gently together in a loop that never has to end. I can feel the subtle vibration of your laughter vibrating against my chest so warm. A beautiful shelter from life's unpredictable weather and the raging chaotic storm. We've traded our wild ambitions for the absolute comfort of a simple steady pace, finding the deepest meaning of existence within the boundaries of this tiny space. Your cardigan smells like lavender and autumn leaves from that afternoon stroll we took. This beautiful chapter feels far more captivating than any story written in a book. We don't say much because the silence speaks volumes between our connected souls, mending all the broken fragments of our past and making our fragile spirits whole. The record spins a timeless melody from a forgotten era gone by. We breathe in sync under the canopy of the midnight sky. Let's take a slow dance through the kitchen while the coffee gets cold, holding on to this fleeting moment before we grow ancient and old. No footsteps to rush, no promises we ever need to fiercely defend. Just swaying gently together in a loop that never has to end. Time is a stubborn thief trying to steal our precious youth away each passing day. But as long as my hand is in yours, we will surely find a way to make it stay. We twist and we turn on this worn-out rug like stars navigating the dark cosmic sea, perfectly content with who we are and exactly who we are destined to be. Just sway with me now. Feel the floorboards creak under our weight. No deadlines to meet. We've successfully locked the front gate. Let's take a slow dance through the kitchen while the coffee gets cold, holding on to this fleeting moment before we grow ancient and old. No footsteps to rush, no promises we ever need to fiercely defend. Just swaying gently together in a loop that never has to end. Just a little bit longer in your arms. Let the world spin outside. We are safe from harm, slowly drifting into the quiet night. Everything is perfectly alright. Electric current surges through the veins of the sprawling concrete metropolitan hive. As the sun dips below the horizon, the glowing signs miraculously come alive, flashing shades of magenta and cyan, casting a surreal glow upon the crowded avenue. I'm walking through the sea of strangers, intently searching for a glimpse of you. We are citizens of the twilight hours, navigating the maze of these towering skyscrapers, chasing after illusions that vanish into thin air like wisps of vaporized vapors. But amidst the artificial glare and the superficial distractions of the midnight scene, you represent the only authentic reality that I have ever witnessed or seen. Luminescent reflections shimmering elegantly on the polished hood of a passing cab. We grab hold of this fleeting electricity, eager to take an adventurous stab. We are running wild through these neon dreams, under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. The bass is throbbing through the brick walls of an underground discotheque nearby, while we choose to stand on the rooftop terrace, watching the shooting stars fly. The cool breeze catches your hair, turning you into a living masterpiece of modern art, a vivid image that has permanently attached itself to the center of my heart. People spend fortunes trying to capture this exact feeling in a shiny plastic bottle, but we are living it organically in real time, pushing the engine to full throttle. We don't require expensive tickets or VIP access to experience this supreme high. Just a couple of pairs of sneakers and an infinite willingness to fly. Luminescent reflections shimmering elegantly on the polished hood of a passing cab. We grab hold of this fleeting electricity, eager to take an adventurous stab. We are running wild through these neon dreams, under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. Out these brilliant artificial hues, we will still possess the vibrant memories that the daytime can never confuse, because the connection we generated in the shadows of this electrified town is sturdy enough to survive when the entire power grid goes completely down. Glow bright, illuminate the darkest street, feel the rhythm pulsing beneath our feet. Ooh, we are running wild through these neon dreams, under an artificial purple sky, throwing caution to the wind, never stopping to ask the complicated question why. Let the synthetic illumination guide our energetic footsteps through the dark. Tonight we are ignition keys, looking for a magnificent cinematic spark. Keep dreaming in color until the morning light breaks. We'll handle whatever consequences the real world eventually makes. Neon dreams fading into dawn, but the magic we created will never be gone. Staring at the ceiling fan, spinning lazily around in the heat of the afternoon. realizing that the weekend has evaporated completely and far too soon. We had a massive itinerary packed with obligations and places we were supposed to visit, but instead we chose absolute inertia. And honestly, who could possibly miss it? We skipped the formal luncheon and ignored the dozens of notifications on our devices, deciding that a quiet afternoon of complete unproductivity was the best of choices. There's a strange societal pressure to constantly optimize every single breathing minute, but a day without a rigid agenda has a distinct kind of internal salvation within it. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. You're wearing an oversized flannel shirt, eating cereal straight from the box, while I'm strumming random chord progressions in my mismatched woolen socks. The world outside is sprinting a marathon toward a destination that doesn't exist, engaged in a competitive rat race whose ultimate purpose they've entirely missed. We watched a terrible documentary, then took a 3-hour nap on the velvet couch without a single shred of modern guilt or an internal feeling of being a slouch. Efficiency is a modern trap designed to strip away the poetry of human existence, but we are staging a quiet revolution through our stubborn, lazy resistance. The hourglass is flipped upside down, but we aren't measuring the falling grains, liberated from the corporate machinery and the invisible psychological chains. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. They call it laziness, but we recognize it as a form of sacred mental preservation, a necessary period of hibernation to recover from excessive daily stimulation. We aren't wasting our lives, we are simply savoring the space between the notes, floating down a calm river of tranquility on our own metaphorical boats. Do nothing, let the clock tick away. We are kings of this unproductive day. Let's celebrate the absolute beauty of this beautifully wasted time together, unconcerned with productivity or the fluctuating patterns of the external weather. We did absolutely nothing of economic value, but we enriched our weary spirits inside in this lazy sanctuary where we have zero ambitions left to defend or hide. Another all gone and we don't care at all, watching the sunlight slowly slide down the wall. Wasted time, the Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. My internal clock was drastically misaligned from sprinting through the concrete maze, operating on an exhausting frequency that left my cognitive functions in a hazy daze. I was rushing through the verses of existence, neglecting the rest between the bars, blinded by the artificial neon streetlights, ignoring the choreography of the stars. But your presence introduced a steady cadence that immediately corrected my erratic stride, an elegant tempo that naturally neutralized the frantic anxieties I harbor deep inside. We don't need to force the melody or accelerate the tempo to impress the watching crowd. Our synchronous compatibility speaks eloquently without ever needing to be loud. A pristine pendulum swinging back and forth with flawless, uncompromised precision, aligning our separate frequencies into a single. We have successfully discovered our perfect rhythm in a world that's completely out of tune, swaying together under the silver canopy of this enchanted midsummer moon. No rushing the measures, no dragging the beats, just a flawless harmonic synchronization, moving through the choreography of existence with absolute ease and celebration. Look at the way our footsteps coordinate effortlessly as we stroll along the crowded avenue. A beautiful jazz improvisation where every spontaneous movement feels entirely new. We've abandoned the rigid metronomes of corporate expectations and societal demands, finding all the musical structure we require within the interlocking grip of our hands. Your laughter represents the ultimate percussion track, a vibrant that elevates my soul, mending the fragmented measures of my previous life, making the entire composition whole. We are executing a sophisticated counterpoint where independence and unity coexist, a rare kind of aesthetic equilibrium that the rest of the world has completely missed. A pristine pendulum swinging back and forth with flawless, uncompromised precision, aligning our separate frequencies into a single. We have successfully discovered our perfect rhythm in a world that's completely out of tune, swaying together under the silver canopy of this enchanted midsummer moon. No rushing the measures, no dragging the beats, just a flawless harmonic synchronization, moving through the choreography of existence with absolute ease and celebration.
With preserving its course, we compose our own soundtrack using the raw materials of honesty, trust, and mutual respect, generating a timeless groove whose structural integrity is beautifully correct. I feel the pocket locking in so deep and tight, no hesitation, every single syncopation is entirely right. We have successfully discovered our perfect rhythm in a world that's completely out of tune, swaying together under the silver canopy of this enchanted midsummer moon. No dragging the beats, just a flawless harmonic synchronization, moving through the choreography of existence with absolute ease and celebration. Keep the groove alive, don't let the tempo uplifting symphony. I'm blessed to perform with you.
Waking up to the cheerful chirping of a yellow canary outside the kitchen window, throwing open the blinds to welcome the golden illumination that starts to grow. I'm making a batch of fresh pancakes and brewing a pot of citrus-infused roast, feeling a sudden surge of gratitude for the things that matter the absolute most. You walk into the room with messy morning hair and a gigantic smile on your face, instantly transforming this modest apartment into the world's most joyful place. We've officially banned all negative commentary and pessimistic talk from our zone, focusing exclusively on the abundant blessings that we are fortunate to own. A vibrant kaleidoscope of positivity spinning around in our creative imagination, fueling our collective journey with an unshakable sense of joyful expectation. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Let's grab our bicycles and cruise down the boardwalk without a specific target in mind, leaving every single ounce of cynicism and past disappointment far behind. The ocean air is crisp and salt-kissed, rejuvenating our physical bodies completely, while the local street musicians perform a lively rhythm that fits the scenery sweetly. We don't possess a massive fortune or a fleet of luxury vehicles in a garage wide, but we have an inexhaustible supply of internal joy that cannot be bought or denied. Happiness is not a destination you reach, it's a specific pair of glasses you wear, allowing you to discover extraordinary beauty in the ordinary moments you share. A vibrant kaleidoscope of positivity spinning around in our creative imagination, fueling our collective journey with an unshakable sense of joyful expectation. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Oh, even if a straight rain cloud attempts to temporarily obstruct our brilliant view, we possess enough internal solar energy to burn right through to the blue. We are alchemists of circumstance, converting every obstacle into a golden opportunity, cultivating a beautiful environment of peace, laughter and loving community. Look up, absorb the beautiful radiant heat, feel the positive vibration dancing on the concrete street. We are living on the sunny side of the street where the shadows can never survive, feeling incredibly lucky and profoundly ecstatic just to be authentically alive. Flip the coins, change the perspective, and watch the gloomy outlook disappear. We are broadcasting nothing but high fidelity optimism, loud and crystal clear. Keep walking in the sunshine, don't look back at the dark. We are blazing a
has ever seen.
Looking at old photographs scattered across the dusty kitchen counter this morning, the realizations hit me like a sudden gust of wind without any advanced warning. We built something beautiful out of mismatched pieces and temporary glue, an unforgettable chapter of growth that eventually led me away from you. There is no animosity left lingering in the spaces where we used to loudly argue, just a profound appreciation for the valuable lessons that I learned from you. We grew up by growing apart, a mathematical equation we couldn't rearrange, accepting the harsh reality that human hearts are always bound to change. The taste of premium dark chocolate melting slowly on a sensitive tongue, a poignant reminder of the passion in melodies. It's a bittersweet sensation, recognizing that some good things must conclude, finding a sense of inner peace within this sudden unexpected solitude. We didn't fail, we simply reached the final page of our destiny's book, grateful for every single winding turn and hazardous path that we took. I packed your favorite ceramic coffee mug into a cardboard box labeled for storage, remembering how you used to sit by the window gathering your daily courage to face a world that often felt too harsh for your extraordinarily delicate soul. I'm glad I could play a small part in helping your wounded spirit feel whole. The autumn air carries a crisp coolness that signals a definitive transition. We surrendered our stubborn pride and abandoned our desperate competition, no longer trying to force a square peg into a perfectly circular destination. We chose liberation over a lifetime of mutual resentment and frustration. The taste of premium dark chocolate melting slowly on a sensitive tongue, a poignant reminder of the passion in melodies. It's a bittersweet sensation, recognizing that some good things must conclude, finding a sense of inner peace within this sudden unexpected solitude. We didn't fail, we simply reached the final page of our destiny's book, grateful for every single winding turn and hazardous path that we took. From a respectful distance away, hoping that you discover the absolute devotion that I couldn't display. Our intersection was temporary, but the impact remains permanently etched across the vast canvas where our immature imagination originally stretched. A painful smile, a gentle wave goodbye, no tearful drama. Underneath this wide sky, it's a bittersweet sensation, recognizing that some good things must conclude, finding a sense of inner peace within this sudden unexpected solitude. We didn't fail, we simply reached the final page of our destiny's book, grateful for every single winding turn and hazardous path that we took. Be well, my dear, wherever your journey